welcome to this year's edition of EU Conversations. This is the 9th edition of the conference.
That is the biggest event that we have ever had. Well, accidentally, this one is a bit bigger. Over the years, the EU Conversations have actually become one of the top, one of the largest events, EU-themed events in Europe and, well, in the world, because there are places.
Latvia regained independence. That was strategically the right decision to work towards joining the EU and NATO as a matter of priority. Because if you look at the geopolitical situation now, you certainly don't want to be somewhere in a grey zone between Europe and Russia. You rather want to be part of the Western democratic world.
It's wonderful to be back in Riga at this very important time and this also crucial conference on Europe. But we also now sit in a completely different time with a full-scale war taking place on our continent. So what is important is that we actually push ahead with enlargement. That was also one of the core issues. And that we make sure that Ukraine is not put sort of in a situation where they have to wait a very long time in order then to move into the actual negotiation room. And I think one can also learn something of the enthusiasm by Latvia when Latvia opened negotiations way back. And that was actually when Denmark, when the negotiations were finalized, when Denmark had the EU presidency.
Gender equality, okay, inequality of skills, okay, and all these elements. The social issues we've seen are very important for sustainable growth, and these issues have to be addressed. Transition due to climate, transition due to the energy and technology change, transition also through social cohesion and skills that we have in the labor market.
It's very important to have some conference every year in the same place by the same people to have very exact measurements. What's going on in the European Union? What are the proceedings in our future policies? And what do we think about ourselves? If you don't measure exactly in the same place with the same people, you never get the right measurements and you get false expectations. Conference brings expectations, but not false expectations.
We are living in difficult times. We have important elections coming up in the European Parliament, but also nationally. And I would very much hope that young people are interested and watch this to get information. We are talking a lot about disinformation, but I tend to believe that information is the starting point. We should ourselves communicate about the European Union, be proud of it, defend it, even if there are a lot of problems. And to the young generation, I would say that they will have to reinvent this Europe. They will have to make it their own.